तू कसो आसा?
हाउ बरे आसा. यहाँ आकर लफड़ा ना करें.
How पियो and then जाओ.
Let's go. 1.5 million locals and 10 million tourists come to Goa. The tourism minister of Goa, Rohan, is actually sailing me around to the best spots in Goa. मका भूख लागल्या.
चलिया.
Instant solution to maka bhook lagya. I have seen Goa like never before, thanks to you.
This is what I was waiting for.
Jeevan खूप स्वादिक असा. One of my best days to explore Goa. Goa has always been known for its stunning beaches, lively parties and vibrant carnivals. But there is so much more to this beach town. तो आज के तेरे गली में के एपिसोड में हम एक्सप्लोर करेंगे गोवा बियॉन्ड द बीचेस. And who better than the tourism minister to guide us himself? Let's go and meet Mr. Rohan A.Khaunte. Hello, Minister.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are
sorry,
you?
let me say koso asa.
Koso asa.
And what is the response to that?
How बरा आसा? तू कशें आसा?
How bare asa.
झालें.
People love my job, but let me put it this way, I love your job. You get to be the tourism minister of a beautiful place called Goa.
Privileged. But the grass is always greener on the other side. Goa is a destination for people to come and see. As a minister, you get a chance to showcase and get Goa to that level, which you always dreamed that Goa should be there. Goa beyond beaches.
Right.
We have thoughts of quality over quantity. So many things moving around. And we want to be the best in a domain which we have always been the best.
Amazing. You know, that's the intention today. We are going to explore Goa beyond the beaches. And we should begin this exploration with some coconut water.
Absolutely.
Isn't
For you
it?
first.
Thank you so much. So we are going to bust a lot of myths today about Goa. To begin with, they say Goa is all about beaches. So can you clarify it for us?
Goa is about beaches. We have lovely 104 kilometers of a coastline, pristine beaches. The potential of Goa lies much more. We have rich history. We have great culture, tradition, festivities, and not to miss out the food. We have great hinterlands, great ecotourism that we can explore into homestays. And when you get into homestays, there's so much to talk about homestays.
Yeah.
So then you get into adventure, you get into wellness, you get into spiritual, and you get into culinary. I think as you start moving things around and start putting the dots together, that Goa will give you a shape of a heart, which you say you would love to be a.
Right, okay. Guys, we are in safe hands. Today the tourism minister is going to take us around Goa and show us Goa beyond the beaches. One very part of Goan culture is Susegard. Is that right?
Susegad is contented.
Is contented.
Yeah.
Okay.
Susegad doesn't mean laid back.
Okay. Myth busted. Another myth busted.
So we love our life. We have our work culture. We have our everything. So we need to ensure that we work hard.
Yeah.
And we have a good evening also. So that's the way we look at Goa. The whole weather conditions of Goa is such, the humidity is such that our ancestors, that word terminology came because at between 2 to 4, they would normally close down the shops.
Okay.
And by 7, they used to again wind off. So the working hours was less and they used to work within that. But over time, we realized that the staple diet, fish curry rice, then laying down for 2 hours off work.
Yeah.
All these things were a part of the culture which came in to give us a good quality of life. So we love what we do. The new generation of Goans is slightly different.
Okay.
They try to match the metros, they work hard.
Now, if you can bust this myth for us again and correct me if I'm wrong, but do the locals really like the tourists?
I would responsibly say that we want a responsible tourist coming into Goa and enjoying and doing it. यहाँ आके लफड़ा करे and then make things different.
Correct.
Then you wouldn't want me or nobody in any part of the world, if I'm very clear on it and straight on it, would want this type of tourists.
यहाँ आकर लफड़ा ना करें.
It's made out of a kokum leaf
Okay.
that is converted into a syrup and which is made into a sharbat. This is
Acha.
one of a type in Goa. You should try this.
Yes.
Very
this is
refreshing.
So refreshing. Absolutely. अच्छा तो ये भी बताओ एक और myth है यहाँ पर सब सुबह शुरू करते हैं फेनी पीकर ये सच है या नहीं
The Goan culture very सीधा सादा.
अच्छा
We enjoy our feni in the evening or we enjoy our drink in the evening.
Not in the day.
Not in the day.
Right.
So in the morning, I would get up and do my puja first before we start the day.
Okay.
Have a good breakfast and then start our day. We work very hard.
Yes.
But we love to enjoy our evenings. And that is where the feni comes in. So it's when
okay.
there's the feni or the urrak.
Okay.
In our young age,
Right.
even, our grandmother used to give us those small shots of feni with sugar and then just flamed up.
Right.
And then you had to have a shot. The next morning, you would have a clear throat. It still works.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So we
So it
normally
has
when we
medicinal
drink in the
effect.
evening is a medicine we take in the evening. That's why Goans used to have great life. Everybody now, I mean,
Yeah.
previous generation used to be 90 plus on average. They say Feni was one of the primary reasons. I think you should see this place. We are in Old
Yeah.
Goa.
Okay.
And the best part about this place, there'll be these ferries. I'll show you the ferries first.
Okay.
This is the island, Divar Island, which
Okay.
Chodan Island, which we normally have people residing here also in this very small village.
Okay.
It is a part of the Kumbarjuwa constituency of Goa. The many areas like this will have ferries. These ferries are not the row type of ferries, but these are the old traditional ferries where people use for crossing across, either as pedestrians who cross and take the next mass transit like a bus,
Right.
or they have two-wheelers and four-wheelers and the small mini buses also, which find their way by using this type of mobility.
Oh, amazing.
When you come to Goa, you talk about the beach, you
Yeah.
talk about the Old Goa church, you
Yeah.
talk about a couple of temples like Shantadurga and Mangeshi. But here we are at Old Goa. This is a place where people from all walks of life, irrespective of caste, religion, come and pray. They believe that their prayers get answered with going so side. Over the years, we have never had any tsunamis, no earthquakes, no floods. And we strongly believe that these are the blessings and things of Lord Parshuram and Goencho Sahib. So
Yeah.
this is what has kept us. This becomes a part of the itinerary of every tourist who comes into Goa. So the whole idea of us talking about so many things is asking the tourist to stay for minimum 6 nights. That will allow you to see the real Goa.
True.
When we had Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is always owned by Maharashtra. But Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in Goa did what allowed the then Hindus to survive and the temples to survive. So he is the one who's restored a temple called as Saptakoteshwar Narve, which is in Bicholim in north of Goa, which is a temple restored by him. The history is there, and it connects Chhatrapati to a great extent for us as Goans. So he is the one who is protected us from those days, from the Portuguese advances to a certain extent. And today it's time that we pay homage in the right direction.
Now, as we sail through this, we see so much greenery around us. Goa is also a lot about wilderness, beautiful waterfalls. Tell us more about that also, and if you have a particular favorite spot in Goa.
We have a Dudhsagar waterfall, one of the waterfalls, many waterfalls,
Yeah.
which stands at a height of 310 meters, the third highest in the country. People do not know that it's the third highest in the country. But when people come here in Dudhsagar to explore, so we are now talking about excursions
Yeah.
with the trade, where they need to start creating itineraries which allow them to explore homestays.
Yeah.
Homestays were done with a very clear thought, that women empowerment, keeping that in mind. The home is always looked after by the women in the house. So the policies have been derived in a manner that we are supporting them in terms of infrastructure.
Right.
So you can go to a homestay, stay in that house,
Right.
understand our culture, eat our food, and then explore this.
हर महीने या हर साल गोवा में कितने टूरिस्ट आते हैं?
1.5 million population caters to pre-COVID figures were 10 million population of tourists every year. 1.5 vis-a-vis 10 million tourists.
My God. So 1.5 million locals and 10 million tourists come to Goa. Okay, these are pre-COVID.
Post-COVID, we have recovered to about 70% in terms of the international numbers.
Okay.
We have recovered much more than 100% as far as the domestic numbers are concerned. In the spread of 10 million tourists, you would get about 9 million domestic tourists and 1 million to international tha. If you go to Dubai, before coming back, either you have to call for more money or you have to swipe your credit card. In Goa, we still have people who save 30% and go back. The thumb.
You want to make sure
We want to make sure 30% यहाँ पे pay करो, खाओ पियो, and then जाओ. Tourism is the mainstay as far as the economy is concerned, employment is concerned, and we need to keep boosting it the right way because it contributes to roughly about 16.43% to the GDP. आज गोवा में bungee jumping है, you have the hot air balloon, you have the river rafting happening, things where people sometimes wouldn't know that this type of things also are available in Goa. We have two airports, one in the north, one in the south.
Right.
We have the cruise tourism starting very soon at Marma Port Trust, which is coming on a PPP basis.
Right.
So you have a great opportunity of creating much more avenues for people to connect. We are coming shortly with the design village. We are coming with the co-working space on the beach.
Wow.
So
okay,
next
I'm
time you
signing
can
up
come,
for this.
you can take our place here. You can be on the beach. You can work with your team.
Okay.
You can go and do your water sports.
Yeah.
Go back to a shack, have your lunch, brunch, or dine and wine.
Yeah.
Come back and work.
Yeah.
Good speed, high connectivity spaces. By this December, if we have it launched out,
Yeah.
I think you'll have a place to come here and do.
So my itinerary for the next time I come to Goa is all set. So guys, you all love Goa, so do I. Goa needs tourism, but we need to be responsible tourists, right? So if you can tell us, what are the things tourists must not do when they come to Goa?
Don't drink and drive.
Okay.
You drink, you enjoy. Either you use a chauffeur-driven car or be at a place where you wouldn't be out, so accidents are not there.
Right.
Secondly, don't dirty and litter the place you're around.
Absolutely.
जो जगह पे आप आओगे वो आपका जगह है. You might be as a tourist, but you have to own the place. Third is when we talk about our cultural identity, entities, enjoy and be a part of it. Don't be a part where you create a nuisance or things where Goa gets a brunt of it. So any small thing, Goa is looked at as a preferred destination. तो कुछ भी wrong हो जाए, तो it ripples out much bigger than any other thing. So today when I say solo traveling is high, women come at a large scale, I say that Goa is safe and secure. But if you irresponsibly behave and something goes wrong, then how do we, it comes back on Goa. So you be responsibly, enjoy it the right way, enjoy the traditional Goan way, and ensure that you don't do any damage that you wouldn't do to your own house. आप अपने घर पे जो नहीं करोगे वही यहाँ मत करो, बाकी सब करो, no problem. We are right now in this place. This is the Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary.
Okay. So
This bird sanctuary, I think there'll be almost about migratory birds. We must be having about more than 450 migratory different birds species around. 70% might be from this side. 30% might be migratory species.
The tourism minister of Goa, Rohan, is actually sailing me around to the best spots in Goa. I have come to Aguada before, but only to the Aguada beach. This is the first time I'm coming to the Aguada Jail Museum now.
Jail Museum.
So there are no prisoners here, right?
Absolutely no.
Okay, so what's the story of Aguada Jail?
This was a fort built by the Portuguese
Okay.
to ensure that the invaders are not able to attack them. Over the years after the Portuguese, just before liberation, they used it to keep the freedom fighters.
Right.
So whether it's Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia or T.B. Kunna and many more freedom fighters. So the thought process was to restore it, put it back into actionable mode and use it the right way. So as it is from the jail, all the prisoners were moved to a new jail in Kolwale in the north part of Goa, and we restored this place. Because Goa got liberated 14 years after the independence of the country.
Right.
So 47 was independence, 61 was liberation. So 14 years ka journey mein Goa had to go through a lot of more things in spite of the country being liberated. So showcasing it in the right manner and ensuring that we are able to showcase the liberation of Goa, which was in 1961, and we are here today. So I think the right tribute to the freedom fighters also.
I would love to go and see the digital museum.
Absolutely.
Like even the jail is at such a beautiful location.
Pehle wale criminals were lucky to have this.
I know.
Now the tourists are lucky to have this.
Absolutely.
So let the tourists experience what is the best of what we can offer.
Yeah.
In the month of June, we have this Devki Krishna temple in North Goa, which is in a small village of Marcel, where you have this festivity and a tradition which is attached to Lord Krishna.
Okay.
And you play with the mud. Now this was never known. So as we talk about festivities, tradition, culture, as a part of the thought process of our regenerative tourism, this is a place where people can come every month now on and understand what festival is in Goa and be a part of that festival and experience it.
Well, this trip to Fort Aguada Jail really took me back in time. And I learned a lot, but there's something else I would like to learn, which is Konkani, the language, which is so sweet, and I would love to learn a few terms. So if you can teach us, how do you say, how are you in Konkani?
Tu kashe asa?
I am fine.
How bara asa?
What's your name?
Tujhe naw kide?
My name is Kamya.
Majhe naw Rohan.
Thank you.
Dev bare kuru.
How much?
Kitle?
Kitle, okay. Will help when we are bargaining, okay. Let's dance.
आता आम्ही नाचूया.
It's time to go.
आता वसपाचा वेळ झालो.
Let's eat.
आता जेवूया.
I'm hungry.
माका भूक लागल्या.
I am hungry.
माका भूक लागल्या.
Maka bhook laglia.
चल या.
Let's go.
चल आता आम्ही आमच्या घरा या आणि बरेच जेवूया.
Wow. Okay. क्या है मेन्यू में? I hope some Goan food.
Only Goan.
Okay.
Nothing else.
Done.
When you said maka bhook lagle, means I'm hungry. Sometimes the journey politically is to transit between two towns or something.
Yeah.
And you're really hungry.
Yeah.
And it's lunchtime. And you know that you can't get food or you don't have the time to stop for food. Then I have some nice munchins.
Okay.
So you pick up this particular dabba.
Okay.
And you have a mix of the dry fruits.
Okay.
So these dry fruits keeps you going.
And this chana I love.
These are the Goan chanas and the peanuts. It's a mix.
Okay.
The mix is something which you will not get otherwise.
Right.
If you go to Maharashtra, you will see a similar thing.
Yeah, but
The
it's separate. It's never like.
Yeah, and these don't be the same chanas.
Yeah.
This is something we can just take a little of them, a mix,
Right.
and just try it.
Instant solution to maka bhook laglia.
Short term.
So there's a saying, he who sees Goa need not see Lisbon, because there are a lot of similarities between the two cities that you have. And
I would slightly add.
No?
He who sees Goa need
Yeah.
not see paradise.
Hello.
Welcome, Kamya.
This looks extremely exciting.
Chicken kafriya here, prawn curry, clam sukha, that's
Right.
Israel sukha, chicken shakuti,
Right.
kismoor.
Kismoor.
Yeah, pomfret with green masala. This is the clam cutlets. So this is kingfish, prawn rava fry.
Oh wow. Delicious spread. You're absolutely right. Your wife is a great chef.
Thank you.
We've seen you talk so passionately about travel. I want to know, how big a foodie are you? Are you all equally passionate about food?
You can look at me. I am a foodie and I love my food. When you come into Goa, the tourists should get into Goan food.
Right.
I made it a point to ensure that the shacks in Goa compulsorily keep Goan food. The Goan spread has to be there.
Right.
Over the years, it was seen that you were getting into multi-cuisine.
Correct.
And that was spoiling the Goanness or Goan part of it. Today, we have ensured that these shacks with the new policy,
Yeah.
Goan food is compulsory, have to be there on the menu. So if you call a fish reshado or a chicken kafrial or sungtachi curry, means the prawn curry rice.
Yeah.
I think you will find these things which are very unique in taste.
जेवण खूप स्वादिक असा. Totally loved this meal and I have seen Goa like never before thanks to you, and I wish that our audiences who are watching us see Goa beyond beaches and beyond the party life. I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.